Hello, my friend. It's Adrian Chenault, CEO of Contact Mapping, and I am just out for a walk in my neighborhood, which I have a feeling is something that you have been doing a lot more of over the last several days as well. And I've been thinking about the future of work and the future of how our lives reshape as we eventually, someday, hopefully, who knows, come out of this whole craziness that we are all in the midst of with this coronavirus and COVID 2019 or 19 or whatever the heck it's called. But here's the thing. There has been a really big shift that I have experienced on a personal level in terms of the quality of interactions that I've been having inside of my neighborhood. Everybody's home, right? Everybody is stuck in their house, and as a result, everybody is going, well, I don't really want to just sit in my house all day, and so I need to get out and do something. And so I have spent more time interacting from a safe distance with my neighbors over the last several days than I have probably since I moved into my house in August. It's been remarkable. And I want to talk about how we can reshape our lives in a positive way off the back of what's happening right now, because I think that we can do that if we make a few practical changes. So here's what I want to do. I want us to shift away from what essentially are bedroom communities. I mean, if we really think about most communities in the United States and in many other countries in the world, a lot of people go and they drive out to their neighborhoods and they pull their cars into their garage and they probably sit on their couches and watch Netflix, and they rarely, if ever, talk to their neighbors. And we don't really spend time with our neighbors. We're not really plugged into our communities in our neighborhoods. Instead, we are mostly plugged in at work. We're plugged in wherever we go. We come out, our house is just the place we sleep if we really stop and think about it. And what if that didn't have to be the case anymore? That's the shift that I want us to have happen. And I think this is the time to do it. So here's 3 practical steps that you can take now that I think will carry over beyond this crazy period of physical distancing or social distancing or whatever we're calling it right now, and make a positive impact. So number 1, get to know your neighbors' names and their contact information. So this is a great time where, especially, I think we've all kind of had this experience where I probably met you when you first moved in, or we've said hi a few times. It's awkward now. I don't know your name. Who the heck are you? This is a great time to go, hey, can I grab your phone number and your email? Who knows? Maybe I'll be at Walmart and they'll have toilet paper and I could text everybody and I can buy everybody toilet paper and you can pay me back or whatever it is. But I just think there's an openness. This is a window to get people's contact information that live around you that maybe hasn't existed before. So that's 1. 2 is I actually want you to make a map of your street and the little surrounding area around you. Really get your mental map of who lives around you and get that straight in your head. This is, again, it's a great chance for you to do that and just to have a better sense of who lives around you. And the reality is that so few of us really have that straight in our head. And this is a great time to do that. So 2 is go ahead and make that, handwrite your little map and draw your block or draw your apartment complex or draw whatever and really know who's there. The 3rd thing is find a way to create a social gathering, whether truly virtual if you need to do that, or maybe go and pull lawn chairs out onto driveways and sit a safe distance apart and whatever, and have a glass of wine or have a cup of coffee or whatever it is. Just create a space to actually gather together and to get to know your neighbors during this time, because I think we're all craving that. And I think especially we're craving being able to see each other and talk to each other, and that's really missing right now. And so if you can create that in a way that's really specific to where you live, that's a little bit safer, and we still do it from a safe distance. I think that's something that could be really positive and really well received and really allow you to be a leader in your area. So those 3 tips, I want you to do that now, because here's my hope. My hope is that we all on the other side of this thing are going to plug in more into our neighborhoods, that we're all going to connect a little bit more meaningfully inside of our communities and not be so kind of drive to work, drive home, go in our house and call it a night and, do whatever we do on TV or on the internet or whatever. This is our chance to do better. and to do different and to make a meaningful change. So let's lean into that together. And if you have more ideas on how to do this well, and maybe some things that have worked well for you in your neighborhood, in your area, I would love to hear about that. So please share that in the comments. And I'm just grateful. I think there's some things that are brewing inside of what otherwise could be a really tough moment. And I want us to take advantage, and I want us to set ourselves up for success in the long term. And that starts with learning your neighbors' names, their stories, and creating connection that will last beyond this period that is where I think we're all a little bit more open. Create a connection that's deep enough that it will still be there when we're on the other side of this thing. So thank you so much for being on here with me. I really appreciate you. I hope you're doing this in your neighborhood too, and I want to hear about it. So make sure to let me know how it's going. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.